Well, living in a state as scenic as ours with mountains and glaciers at our doorstep, it's easy to assume that you've seen it all.
But there's an exciting way to experience the sights close to Anchorage that few ever get to witness firsthand.
In tonight's Assignment Alaska, Channel 2's Dan Carpenter takes us to the other side of the Chugach Mountains. But getting there requires a skilled helicopter pilot and a willingness to leave the ground behind.
Well, we're pre-flighting the aircraft, get ready to head out on a tour.
This is an R-44 Raven II helicopter. It may be small, but it's responsive.
You basically just think it in the direction you want to go when it goes.
This is our rotary winged carriage to whatever lies on the other side of the Chugach Mountains.
The best part about the Robinson helicopters is the visibility. As you can see, it's just glass all the way around, so there's never a bad seat.
But before we get to that part, there are a few things to go over.
Check our fuel.
For the trip we're taking, we'll be airborne for at least 30 minutes. Tanalian Aviation's lead pilot, Jarvis Duncan, has strong feelings about flying in Alaska.
Good to go. It is not a terrible thing. It is awesome.
From Anchorage, we see the Chugach Mountains all the time.
Usually us in Anchorage, we drive around, we see the mountains, we get up on the hillside, we maybe have climbed flat top. But us who live in Anchorage, including me, have never been on the other side of the mountains.
It takes just a few more minutes to get everything ready, but this helicopter has a top speed of around 150 miles per hour, so it shouldn't take too long to get going. And just like that, we leave the ground behind. Our first stop, a critical piece of the Nike missile defense system, Site Summit, a relic from the Cold War. And beyond, 200 miles of, well, everything. We leave the man-made silos behind for the cathedrals of glacial ice. At the headwaters of Eagle River sits Eagle Glacier. Ice more than 1,000 feet thick. It took just minutes for us to get here, but was it worth the trip? Will you be the judge? A soaring view of the Alaska that so few of us get to see, but sits so close to home. For Assignment Alaska, Dan Carpenter, Channel 2 News.
Spectacular.
So
scenery.
beautiful.
And in the interest of full disclosure, Tanalian is also the helicopter company that Channel 2 uses for our special events coverage.
Dan had a really tough assignment today, huh?
Really?
Flying all over the beautiful Chugach Mountains.
He got the
Wonderful.
All right.